Today we're getting into a topic every grown man needs to know about. Grooming mistakes that will age you faster than time itself. Because there's nothing wrong with getting older, we just don't want to look old. And you may be adding 5 or 10 years to your appearance without realizing it by ignoring the small stuff. That's why in today's video, we're going to break down 11 grooming mistakes you might be making that are making you look old, tired, and worn out. And what you can do instead to look grown, classic, and clean. Now, if you're new here, welcome, Jeff, your Style O.G. On this channel, we discuss various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. If any or all those topics interest you, I invite you to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Hank Hughes, salute. Now we're going to kick off our list with the grooming mistake that can make older guys look old before their time, with one that a lot of guys ignore no matter what their age, but it has a bigger impact as you do become an OG. You want to make sure you're not walking around with unkempt eyebrows. It may seem like a small thing, but it can really make a huge impact. You see, as we get older, our eyebrows tend to get wilder, bushier, wiry. It can wind up being all over the place. And the problem is we're not probably paying attention to them when we look in the mirror. But guess what? Other people notice. And if you're not keeping your eyebrows in shape, they can age you faster than a bad diet. Well-groomed eyebrows frame your face, make your eyes pop, and keep you looking sharp and alert. So every couple of weeks, get rid of that unibrow and make sure your eyebrows are symmetrical on each side. Trim up those brows, my G. You'll take a decade off your appearance instantly. Now, next up on the list, we're going to get into a grooming mistake that's an instant age accelerator. You don't want that. As you get older, you have to make sure you're applying sunscreen daily. Now, a lot of guys sleep on applying sunscreen, especially when they're not in the middle of the summer. I get it, sunscreen might not be the first product you grab off your shelf, but you need to, because if you don't, you're going to see premature signs of aging on your face. Sun can do a lot of damage to your skin. Skipping sunscreen can easily lead to dark spots, wrinkling, and sagging skin on your face. All signs of premature aging that you don't want. And on top of that, applying sunscreen isn't just about looking better. It's also about your health. Skin cancer is no joke. You see, real OGs protect their assets, including their skin. Applying sunscreen daily keeps you smooth, fresh, and your game timeless. And I mean that for all skin tones, from the fairest to the darkest. Apply that sunscreen daily. Your appearance will thank you. And that piggybacks nicely into the next grooming area I need you to pay attention to. Because our face is one of the first places we'll see premature signs of aging, it's very important that you have a daily skincare routine. Trust me, if you don't have a daily skincare routine, you will look older than you actually are. A man whose skin is dull, flat, dry, full of bumps, no fresh outfit can save him from that. A daily skincare routine consisting of cleansing, moisturizing, and maybe even a little serum action can go a long way to keeping your face youthful, vibrant, and ageless. Having a skincare routine makes that handsome face of yours look more put together. And the great thing about it, it doesn't have to be complicated. Your skincare routine just needs to be consistent. You see, a grown man handles his business, and that includes taking care of his face. So have a skincare routine, handle your business, and watch how the glow up follows. And like I said, an effective skincare routine can be simple and uncomplicated, like the one I've been using for the last 6 years from today's video sponsor, T.H. Hanley. T.H. Hanley skincare systems are designed to fit right into your daily routine. Because T.H. Hanley is so uncomplicated, it won't interfere with your daily flow. With T.H. Hanley, all you need is a few minutes in the morning and a couple more before you go to bed. Trust me, once you have a great skincare routine and see those results, your confidence will shoot through the roof. And T.H. Hanley provides performance-driven skincare for different men's needs. For us OGs, I recommend you start with Level 3. Level 3 has everything you need for fresher, healthier, youthful skin. For your daily use, you have the wash, and for twice a day to moisturize, you have the AM and PM moisturizers. And for twice a week to exfoliate your skin, we have the facial scrub. And a couple of extra steps for us OGs to keep it tight, we have a skin tightening serum and an eye cream. And to make it even easier to have a flat learning curve and adapt T.H. Hanley, it comes with this instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much, and in what order. Now, right now, T.H. Hanley has an amazing offer. When you hit that link in the description, you'll get 40% off your first box and a free gift. I highly recommend the manicure set, a premium nail kit to keep your hands and nails in check. So if you're ready to start on a journey of fresher, healthier, more youthful looking skin, make sure you hit that link in the description and get started with T.H. Hanley today. Now, next up, we have a grooming mistake that I have to admit I made for years. I mean, hey man, players mess up too. It's a huge mistake if you're holding on to that receding hairline. Now, this, of course, is one of the most timeless mistakes an OG can make. And I get it, their hairline has been with you almost all your life. But if your hairline is starting to wave goodbye to you, you need to do the same. Holding on to thinning strands, having a comb over, trying to cover it up with sprays, dyes, and potions, it doesn't make you look younger. In fact, it actually makes you look older, seeming like you're holding on to something that left you years ago. And I get it, I've been there. It took me a long time to shave my head. But once I did, it was so easy to let it go. So if you are losing your hair in a significant way, get that tight fade, a buzz cut, or just let it go. Start owning your new mature look with confidence. I did it, and so can you. Now, with a lot of the grooming mistakes we're talking about that OGs make that make them look old before their time, they're probably not always that obvious. And that includes our next one. Are you making the mistake of having dry or cracked lips? If you do have dry or cracked lips, it may seem like a small thing, but trust me, you're sending a wrong big message. Even if you have everything else all together, a fresh outfit, a great cut, if your lips look like they've been through a sandstorm, your whole vibe is off. Dry or cracked lips make you seem careless, older, and let's face it, less attractive. The solution, keep some quality lip balm on deck. You see, smooth lips show you pay attention to detail, and grown men know details matter. Handle your business from head to toe, and don't let dry or cracked lips ruin your whole grooming presentation. Now, next up on the list of the 11 grooming mistakes that make older guys look old, we're headed back to the hair department, and a quintessential OG mistake. Please make sure you're not overusing hair dye. If you are overusing hair dye, it will age you faster than any amount of gray hairs will. Trust me. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with you touching up your salt and pepper. But if the color is too dark, flat, or you're constantly chasing every couple of weeks the jet black look, you're making a huge mistake. Because when you do that, the hair dye starts to look unnatural, and it draws negative attention instead of positive. And that's when you go from seasoned to strained. Your goal is to enhance your age, not try to erase it. What you want to do is go for subtle tones, maybe leave in a little gray, and let it blend in, not overwhelm. That's how you age with style and grace, not desperation. Now, next up, we have another grooming mistake that I will give you a little leeway on, because it's easy to overlook. But if you don't pay attention to this area, it will age you. Make sure you're not ignoring shoulder and back hair. And this especially becomes a problem the older we get. It seems to me that the older us fellas get, more hair pops up in areas we don't want it, including your back and your shoulders. It's normal to develop more hair as we get older. The problem is letting it run wild. A lot of times we'll keep what we can see pretty clean, especially in the front. But when you take off that shirt and you've got back and shoulder hair, your whole game is thrown off. Back and shoulder hair can make you look older, less polished, and unhygienic. So whether you use a groomer or trimmer or get professional help, handle that business. You see, because a grown, mature man handles all angles, front, back, side to side. Now, next up, we're gonna get into a grooming mistake that's a combination of poor health and aesthetics. You wanna make sure you're not making the mistake of having bad oral hygiene. We know since we were kids, we were taught to take care of our oral hygiene. But if you don't do it as you become an OG, it has even more profound effect. That's because as we get older, it's natural that our teeth are gonna get some discoloration. You may get some bad breath. As you use those choppers over the years, it's natural you may wear them down. Jello teeth, bad breath, or receding gums can throw off your whole vibe. A well-dressed man with a rough-looking smile, that sends mixed messages. And you don't want that, playboy. So get back to Oral Hygiene 101. Make sure you're brushing twice daily, flossing at least once daily. Make sure you're hitting the dentist on schedule, and if you need it, do some whitening treatments. Make sure you're staying fresh from head to toe. Now we're gonna get to a quintessential old man grooming mistake, one I noticed on my grandfather and uncles back in the day. A timeless grooming mistake OGs make? Overusing cologne. I get it. You put on cologne to smell good, turn heads, and leave a lasting impression. Good reasons to wear that cologne. However, Too much of a good thing can easily go from smooth to suffocating. Drowning yourself in fragrance does not say stylish. It says, I'm trying too hard. A well-groomed, mature man knows that cologne should invite people in, not push them away. No matter what your favorite fragrance, usually 2 to 4 sprays, especially in your pulse points, that's gonna be good enough. Subtlety is the key when it comes to your cologne. A great scent should whisper success, not scream for attention. Now next up, we have a grooming mistake us guys tend to make way more than our female counterparts, and it becomes more of an issue and more noticeable the older we get. Make sure you're not ignoring grooming your hands and your nails. Not grooming your hands and nails is a low-key faux pas that can have a big impact on how people see you. You see, because your hands tell a story, whether shaking hands, out on a date, or reaching for a drink, trust me, people notice the details. So keep your nails clean and trimmed, your hands moisturized, and your cuticles in check. Because it's not about being soft, it's about being complete. Because real style is about the details, and groomed nails and hands, these speak volume. Now next up on the list of the 11 grooming mistakes that can make older guys look old, I have a sneaky one, and one that gets worse the older we get. Make sure you're not ignoring ear and nose hair. Now, just like I mentioned earlier with the shoulder and back hair, it seems the older we get, the more hair we start to develop on our ears and in our nose. And because we see ourselves every day, believe it or not, it makes it easier to miss. But trust me, if you have hair on your ears or coming out of your nostrils, nobody else is missing it. It's one of those little things that scream, I've stopped caring about how I look. You don't want that to be you. Keep an ear and nose trimmer in your kit and handle your business accordingly. Because being well-groomed isn't just about vanity. It's about having standards as well. So when it comes to your ears and nostril hair, keep it clean, keep it tight, keep it right. Okay, so there you have it. 11 of the worst grooming mistakes that can make older guys look old. Now do me a favor, let me know in the comment section any grooming mistake you believe I left out of today's video that can prematurely age us OG. And if you enjoyed this video and found it informative, I highly recommend you check out a recent video I did about all the reasons older guys should dress up. You can check it out right here.